Man, I just want to give all the credit to Nikhil. He played very, very well tonight, and he was the MVP tonight.
I think, Ant, last night after the game, you're kind of telling your teammates, hey, after game 3, you're telling them, hey, this isn't over. They got to win 4. Like, how did you try to set a tone for these guys and just, like, keep them going?
That's just the truth. It's not just 3-0. You got to win one more game to send us home, and I was just telling the truth. They still got to win one more game to go home, and we got another chance to win another game and come back to Minnesota. So, I take pride in I didn't want to say I got swept. I don't ever want to say I got swept in my career. So, I definitely took it personally tonight.
Coach was saying that he thinks you getting these opportunities to play in these big moments in playoff games is just so good for your career. What do you feel like in these moments, and does it feel different from a regular game?
Man, I'm just thankful. Like all the work I put in is just Timberwolves did a great job this summer of putting the right people around me. Also my trainer back home, Kier Jordan. We was C. Hines. We was working, man. So like it's just showing, and I'm thankful, man, and I'm gonna continue to work.
And you guys up by 1, you get the ball, you come down, you hold it, then you take the 3. What's going through your mind when you hit that clutch 3-pointer?
I wasn't passing the ball. I was taking a shot. I was going to live with whether I lost us the game or, we won. And I end up hitting the shot. But, man, like I said, man, it's all Nikhil, big shots in the overtime. Mike Conley, big shots. Rudy, my teammates played great tonight, man. I know on the stat sheet it looked like I had an exceptional game, but they won the game for us.
More on Nikhil, just not only the job he does hitting the two shots in overtime, but just what has he done defensively for you guys?
Man, he's been everything for us, man. Like missing Jaden is definitely big, but he stepped in and just been that defensive player that we needed. And I tell him all the time, man, shoot the ball, and I'm just happy for him, man. He getting his chance, and he's showcasing his abilities, like I said earlier. And it's definitely a good thing.
The arena seemed pretty dead in the middle of the third. You guys go down 9. Could you just sense that you kind of had to provide some kind of jolt?
Yeah, for sure. We down 9. I know my team. I know they count on me to pick us up, and that's just what I do. I feel like in those moments, that's when I come alive the most, when we go down and. Pretty much.
Their rally there at the end of the 4th, I just saw you give a Porter Jr. a look like, geez, man, like, what do you think?
Crazy, bro. He hit – the shots that he hit in the 4th was like double clutch. He only hit 2 threes, and it was in the 4th, right? So that's wild. But, I tip my hat to those guys, man. They played their ass off tonight.
And 2 big games in a row from you here. I know you haven't played a lot of games over the course of the year with both Kat and Rudy in the lineup. How are you, the 3 of you guys, kind of navigating this, all 3 of you playing at the same time and having success individually and collectively?
Man, Finchy does a great job of just putting us in the right positions to be successful. And, he's a great coach. And, he's offensive minded, and he's, like I said, he's great, man. So it's all Finchy. It's not us. It's Finchy. He tells us we watch his film. He definitely sits down and watch film with me to show me, like, areas I can attack and be more aggressive with them 2 on the floor. So, all credit to him.
Can you, Coach was talking about how you guys are a little bit more proactive on defense. You were letting them walk into their offense tonight. Can you just talk about that kind of how you were able to kind of dictate things more on the defensive end than you have been earlier in the series?
Man, shout out to Cat, man. He he did something that we've been asking him for a minute, and he did it tonight. And I'm gonna call him when I get in the car and tell him we need it again, Game 5. And he pressured Jokic. I know Jokic had a great night, but he just pressured his vision and made it hard for him. And like I said, shout out to Cat, man. He did a great job defensively tonight.
And at the end of Game 3 in the locker room, couldn't help but notice you were sitting in your locker, kind of looking at yourself in the mirror, quiet. What were you telling yourself in that moment to kind of galvanize yourself for a game like this tonight?
I can't get swept. Yeah, I can't. It can't be a great story if I say I got swept. So, I was telling myself that. I went to Cat house, I think, the next day and was talking to Cat. And like I said, man, he did a great job tonight, being in the high wall, just being a presence. And, he's one of the reasons we won the game.
Where do you see your elevation? Is it as a player or a leader?
I give all the credit to my teammates, man. They put me in all the positions to be successful, and they're going to continue to do that, and I continue to step up in those moments.
And when you kind of look back at film of a night like this, how critical are you of yourself?
I played terrible, if you ask me. We was up 12. We was up 9. I checked in the game. I took a bad 3. We go up 12. I took like 3 bad threes, 3 terrible possessions. And I damn near shot us out the game. So yeah, I didn't play that good tonight. To myself, I was just telling C. Hines that. So I would definitely be in the gym tomorrow working on my game some more.
How much do you learn maybe more in a playoff setting than maybe a regular season setting when a team is really digging into maybe your tendencies and things like that? It brings the most out of me because most teams want to cut off my left hand, but it shows me that I actually can go right, and it gives me more confidence to go right. And like I showed tonight, I could go right and finish, and that's what they was giving me, and I was taking it. So I love the playoffs. It's just my second time, but I love the feeling, man. I love the crowd. It's a blessing, man, to be here.
We know why you had the left sleeve on. Why'd you decide that it was so important to make sure you don't have the right sleeve?
What sleeve? It's my shooting side. I don't wanna wear nothing over here, man. I want this to be super clean, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Obviously, I think it's a little bit easier to take away a good lesson from a win, but what's the biggest lesson you guys can take away from those last 3 minutes of regulation?
Like I said, man, I put that on myself. Those last 3 minutes, like I said, I shot us out of the game. And next game, if we in that situation, we up 6 or 8 with 3 minutes, I'm definitely getting downhill to the rim or like getting to a mid-range shot. Like I'm not gonna settle. I settled for 3 bad, terrible threes. And it won't happen again.
And you had your 5th 30-point game in the postseason. That passes Kobe Bryant for second most for a player 21 or younger, behind only LeBron. What does it mean?
Shout out to Kobe, man.
What does it mean to you to be in the same era as those players, and what do you think has allowed you to reach this level of success so early in your playoff career?
It's just stats. Those guys has won championships, so you can't mention me with number-wise, you probably, 30-point games, but I haven't did anything. I haven't made it out the first round, so, it's great to be mentioned with those guys, but, I still got work to do.